Have you ever thought about unlocking your full potential? Have you ever thought about going to the next level? If you're going to unlock your potential and if you're going to go to the next level, then it's important, my friend, that you understand the power of developing a growth mindset. For the next couple of weeks, we're going to be embarking on a growth journey, and we're going to be talking about the 15 invaluable laws of growth. And I want to come alongside and help you to unlock your full potential. Growth, my friend, it doesn't just happen. Success, it doesn't just happen. Happiness, it doesn't just happen. That's why they call it the pursuit of happiness. It's something that you have to go after. It's something that you have to grow into. So we're going to be talking about unlocking your full potential. And I want to share a story with you today, a story that I believe is going to inspire you. And this is a story, for someone who is stuck. This is a story for someone who is fearful, a story for someone who has been procrastinating. And I believe that this story, my friend, is going to be one that you can connect to, a story that will inspire you, a story, my friend, that will bless you. Listen to this. Once upon a time, in a small village nestled at a foot of a mighty mountain, there lived a young girl named Maya. Maya was known for her determination and unwavering spirit, always ready to take on any challenge that came her way. One day, Maya stumbled upon an old, worn out book in her grandfather's attic. As she flipped through its pages, she discovered a tale of legendary warriors who faced countless obstacles, but they never gave up. Inspired by this story, Maya decided to embark on a journey to find her own inner strength. As Maya began her quest, she faced numerous trials and tribulations. She encountered steep cliffs that seemed impossible to climb, dark forests filled with unknown dangers, and treacherous rivers blocking her path. With each obstacle, Maya grew tired and discouraged, but she refused to give up. Along her journey, Maya met various individuals who had also faced hardships in their lives. She listened to their stories and realized that they had all overcome challenges by persevering and refusing to give up. They taught her that giving up was never an option because the greatest achievement often requires the greatest struggles. As Maya continued her adventure, she encountered a wise old sage who shared a profound piece of wisdom. Listen to what he said. He said, giving up is like accepting defeat before the battle has ever begun. It robs you of the opportunity to grow, to learn, and to become the person you were meant to be. These words resonated deeply with Maya, and she vowed never to give up. No matter how difficult the path ahead of me, she learned that perseverance and determination were the keys to unlocking her true potential. In the end, Maya reached the peak of the mighty mountain. She stood at the summit, overlooking the breathtaking view below. Maya realized that every step she had taken, every challenge she had faced, had led her to this moment. She understood that giving up would have meant missing out on this incredible experience and the growth that came with it. Maya returned to her village as a changed person, inspiring others with her story of resilience and importance of never giving up. She became a guiding light for those who faced their own struggles, reminding them that they too had the strength to overcome any obstacle. Maya, my friend, was resilient, and her resilience allowed her to unlock her potential. I believe that there's also unlimited potential, my friend, in you. I believe that there's some potential in you that needs to be unlocked. I believe that there are some dreams in you that still matter. I believe that there's some goals that you have also allowed to collect dust, that you have tucked away in the attic of your mind. That now it's time to revisit some of those things and put those things back in action. It's time to revisit some of those books that you started to write, but you didn't finish. Some of those ideas, that you started that you didn't see it all the way through. It's time, my friend, to go back and revisit some things and have that moment where you can just just reflect on how important your life is to you, how important your dreams are to you. The wise old sage told Maya, he said that giving up is like accepting defeat before the battle has even begun. It robbed you of the opportunity to grow, to learn, and to become the person you were meant to be. Don't die, my friend, without becoming the person that you were meant to be. But you have to unlock your potential. And if you're going to unlock your potential, you have to have a growth mindset. And that's what I want to help you with. And I'm going to be talking about the power of developing a growth mindset. We're going to be looking at the 15 invaluable laws of growth. And in another video, I talked about the first law, which is the law of intentionality. And I talked about how growth, my friend, it doesn't just happen. Your success is not going to just happen. You getting your education, it's not going to just happen. You starting that business is not going to just happen. It's something that you have to do. It's something that you have to be intentional about. Something that you have to be deliberate about. Can I ask you a question? Can you afford to not pursue your dreams? Can you afford to really give up? When you look at your bank account right now, when you look at your life right now, can you really afford to quit? I don't know about you, my friend. I'm not where I want to be financially. I'm not where I want to be spiritually. I'm not where I want to be emotionally. So I can't afford to give up. I can't afford to quit. Do you have a seven digit bank account? Do you have a 7-digit bank account? Do you have a 6-digit bank account? If not, then you can't afford to quit. You can't afford to throw in the towel. You can't afford to get angry and get mad and say, you know what, I quit. Do you have a seven digit when it comes down to your spirituality? Or are you bankrupt? Are you bankrupt? Are you bankrupt emotionally? Are you bankrupt spiritually? Are you bankrupt financially? And you talking about you're tired? And you talking about you're going to quit, you're going to give up. You can't afford it. You can't afford it. My bank account reminds me that I can't afford to quit. I can't afford it. Neither can you, my friend. You can't afford to give up. Not right now, especially if you have not arrived yet. You can't give up until you arrive. You can't give up if you haven't reached your destination, when you have set out to be somewhere. If I invited you, to come to an event and you tell me that you're coming and you get halfway and you talking about, well, I give up. I don't know if I can make it. No, you gave your word. You said you were going to be there. You said that you was going to start the business. You said that you was going to write the book. You said that you was going to go back to school and get the degree. You said you was going to start the ministry. You said that you was going to become better. You said it. And now you're saying that you don't think that you can show up. Now you're saying that you don't think that you can make it. I beg to differ, my friend. You can't afford not to make it. You can't afford not to show up. You have to show up for this. There were a lot of things that you probably didn't show up for. Some of you didn't even show up for your children when they were born. Some of us, we didn't show up for our high school graduation, college graduation. Some of us, it's a lot of things that we didn't show up for. A lot of events we didn't show up for. But that's one thing, my friend, that you can't afford to miss. You can't afford to miss this. You can't afford to not show up for your dreams. You can't afford to not show up for yourself. And until you start showing up for yourself, you will never be able to show up for others. So I want you to start showing up for yourself. I want you to unlock your full potential, because you have unlimited potential and you have been working with a small amount of potential. But you have unlimited potential. There's so much more that you can do. There's so much more that you can become. But you give yourself all these reasons as to why you're not doing it. We have to overcome some barriers. And we're going to discuss that, throughout the weeks, how to overcome some barriers. And we're going to learn some things. We're going to re-educate ourselves. We're going to get the tools that we need that we may be successful in the marketplace. We're going to get the tools that we need that we may be more valuable in the marketplace. Don't you know that there's a problem in the marketplace? Don't you know that many employers, many employees are struggling right now? Are struggling right now because they say that they don't have enough employers that are qualified for the positions that are available. There are a lot of jobs out here, my friend, but there are a lot of people who are not equipped for those positions. They're not equipped for those positions. There are many people that are working jobs, but they're not equipped to go to the next level in their job. They don't have the qualifications, to get the raise. They don't have the qualifications, to excel, to get the advancement. But that, my friend, that can change. That can change when you have a desire, my friend, to unlock your potential. Because I have resources that I know that can help you. I have resources that I know that can help you to become a better manager. If you want to unlock your management potential, they help you become a better leader. If you want to unlock that potential, they help you become a better entrepreneur. If you want to unlock that potential, I can show you ways to make yourself more valuable in the marketplace. I can give you information. I can give you content to help you become more valuable in the marketplace. Classes to help you become more valuable in the marketplace. If you want to become more valuable, my friend, then you're going to have to add value to yourself. You're going to have to get more information. You're going to have to study your craft. You're going to have to learn your craft. You're going to have to do something different other than what you have already been doing. So are you ready? Are you ready to go to that next level? Are you ready, to get that information? Are you saying, what, I've been stuck for a minute now. I need that advancement. I need to go to the next level. I need to be able to make more money. I need to be able to make more. I need to be able to do more. I want to be able to travel more. I want to be able to enjoy life more. But for some reason, I'm stuck. For some reason, I'm stagnated. I know I have potential. I have a desire to do. But some reason I can't find my way. I can't find my footing. Listen, my friend, you have to get unstuck. And it starts with this. It starts with this. Changing this, the power of developing a growth mindset. The mindset to be able to keep going. We read Maya's story and how, she had opposition. She faced opposition. She encountered opposition, but she persevered. She kept on going. But what would have happened, if she would have turned back? What would have happened if she would have gave up? What would have happened if she would have quit? Maya said that if she would have gave up, then she would have never been able to enjoy that breathtaking view. She said Maya realized that every step she had taken, every challenge she had faced had led her to this moment. And that's the beauty in life, my friend, because you don't get a chance to see the whole picture. You don't get a chance to see the whole staircase. But one step at a time. Every journey, my friend, the journey of 1,000 miles, it began with just one step. One step at a time, one step at a time, one step at a time until you arrive, until you get to the desired destination, until you get to the place, my friend, that you know that you should be. The pursuit, my friend, the pursuit of your dreams, because your dreams, it does matter. And it is your story, my friend, and you can rewrite it if you want to. But if you want better, then you have to do better. It's something, my friend, that you have to do to unlock your potential. And you have to open yourself up. Open yourself up to grow. Open yourself up to learn. Open yourself up to be challenged. Open yourself up to be better. Put me in, coach. Are you ready to get in the game? Are you tired of sitting on the sideline, even at your job? And you're the one that's underpaid because you don't have all the tools that you need so that you can ask for what you're worth. Listen, my friend, your attitude will determine your altitude. Your attitude towards yourself is going to determine your altitude. Your attitude towards life is going to determine your altitude. If you feel that you don't need to grow, then it's going to determine how far you go. But if you know that in order for me to get better, in order for me to get stronger, then it's something that I have to do. I have to take initiative. I have to reinvent myself so that I can reintroduce myself. When Maya came back, from down that mountain, Maya was not the same person that she was before she went. It says that when Maya returned to her village as a changed person, because she had experienced something different, she had did something different, had become something different. She was a changed person, inspiring others with her story of resilience and the importance of never giving up. Don't give up, my friend. 4 years ago, I was suffering from, migraine headaches and dizziness, not knowing what was wrong with me. Going to all the doctors and nobody able to tell me what was wrong. All I knew, I felt like I was losing my mind. Couldn't even go into a store and walk around the store without feeling like I was going to pass out. Got to a point where I was not even able to work anymore, not able to really do the things that I was used to doing. The simple things of life I was not able to do anymore. But my dreams, it mattered. It mattered. So even though the doctors couldn't tell me what was wrong with me, even though, I had to deal with the symptoms, I kept going. And before I got sick, I started writing a book. Your dreams matter. 7 things that your dream needs from you. And the first thing I talk about is commitment. And even though I was sick and there were days where I couldn't get out of bed, I was committed. So while I was sick, I was writing a book and I was enrolled in college, finishing my degree. There were times where I couldn't finish my assignments and I had to email my instructors and let my teachers know that some of my assignments would be late. But I didn't give up. And last year I graduated. And a month before I graduated, I had brain surgery. But I walked across that stage sick. I walked across, that stage dizziness, migraine headaches. But I walked across that stage with my head up because I persevered. I walked across that stage, after being a high school dropout because my dreams mattered. I walked across that stage after spending 17 years of my life in federal prison. Yes, I walked across that stage and got my degree because it was my life story and I believed that I could rewrite it. I persevered. And when I walked across that stage and they handed me that degree, when they called my name, I was no longer the same person I was when I went. Because I had accomplished something. I had completed something. I had experienced something. And you also, my friend, can have that same experience. Because I was willing to unlock my potential. I was willing to develop a growth mindset. Simply because my dreams, it mattered. Your dreams, my friend, it does matter. And I want you to unlock your potential. Because I want you, my friend, I want you to walk across that stage. Whatever that stage means to you, I want you to walk across that stage. Whatever you feel that's going to give you a sense of hope and excitement, I want you to walk across that stage. Walk across that stage, my friend. And when you walk across that stage, and I want you to say, this I am today, but that I will be tomorrow. And when you walk across that stage, I want you to look everybody that you knew from your past. And I want you to say, let me reintroduce myself. Yes, allow me to reintroduce myself. Because I'm not that same person that I was. I have a desire to live now. I have dreams now. I have goals now. I have ambitions now. I don't make excuses now. And I make adjustments now. I had a transition. I had a change of mindset. I know what it tastes like to succeed. And it's nothing like the taste, my friend, of success. Because one thing about when you succeed in anything, nobody can ever take it from you. So make sure when you do it for you. Give yourself a strong why as to why you're doing it. And right now, you should have a strong why. And that why, my friend, is that you can't afford it. You can't afford to be broke. You can't afford to be poor. You can't afford it. You can't afford to not have an education. You can't afford it. You can't afford to not live your dreams. You can't afford not to try something. You can't afford to sit around and do nothing. You can't afford it. You don't have that luxury. Every time them bill collectors call your phone, it reminds you you don't have that luxury. Yes, you don't have that luxury to do nothing. Listen, my friend, it's time to unlock your potential. It's time for you, my friend, to get in the game. It's time for you, my friend, to rewrite your story. All you have to do is say, put me in, coach. I'm ready to go to the next level. If this video, my friend, has encouraged you, inspired you, if it has been a blessing to you anyway, I would encourage you, my friend, to share it. Hit the bell, hit the like button so that you continue to receive, more of this content that we're going to be sharing throughout the week. Also, you can visit our website on www.putmeincoaches.com. There are a lot of resources there that's going to help you, in your personal life, your professional life. If you're dealing with relationships, if you're trying to get promotions on your job, or you're trying to understand what your job is, if you're a leader, if you are a manager, if it's things that you're trying to do, listen. Sometimes it's just that we don't have the right information. Sometimes we just don't have the right resources. I'm offering some resources to you. It's not going to cost you anything, my friend, to check out the resources because it might be something there for you. I want y'all to be great today. I want y'all to be inspired today. This is this Put Me in Coach, my friend. And remember, when you're ready, all you got to do is say, Put me in, coach. I'm ready. I'm ready to go to that next level. Y'all be great.